May araw, dali kayo.
Hi.
Congratulations on a very good girl, Dolly and Kathryn. The movie arriving in theaters nationwide October 6th. Very much enjoyed the film. Let me start by asking you both, is this the first time that you two ever worked together? If so, what was that experience like collaborating on this project?
It's actually not our first time to work together. I first worked with Kath when she was 12. I don't know if that really counts because, we had just two scenes together and so much time has passed since then, actually, more than a decade. So, but this is my first time to work with Kath as an adult, as Kath being an adult. And it was really, to me, it was really an unforgettable experience because, Kath is really so, she's so helpful on set. She's very collaborative. She's very open. I can always go to her if I need help. I'm not afraid to be, the vulnerable actor that I am, not afraid to be judged by her. So it was a really great experience for me to work with Kath in this capacity of her being, a really a very seasoned actor. She's worked on so many films and so many soaps already in the past. So, and I've also been through a lot. So working together with her in this capacity was really very special to me.
Wow, Kathryn, what's it like hearing those praises coming from Dolly?
Thanks,
Don't
Miss D.
push me, Kath.
Okay, it's been a wonderful experience working with Miss Dolly and the whole team. I've posted this on my IG, and then I mentioned that I think it's safe to say that this is the project that I enjoyed doing because of the environment on set, because of Miss Dolly's guidance and our director as well. This is a very new to me, this kind of genre. So I really need I really need someone to hold on to. And then Miss Dolly guided me from day one up until now through this journey. And it's just nice to have like a partner sort of in doing these kind of things because it makes it, more convenient and easier for me. And we were able to get to know each other more. And then we built a friendship along the way. So yeah, it was a fun experience, and it's gonna be challenging and very busy for us for the next coming weeks. But then I'm just lucky because I have Miss Dolly with me just to guide me every step of the way. She's a good friend of mine, and I'm just happy that she's with me in this journey.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Dolly, I loved your performance in the previous movie, A Triangle of Sadness, which carried the similar themes to this film. A very good girl, about greed and abuse by the wealthy and powerful, as personified by your character, Mother Molly. When playing an antagonist like Mother Molly, how did you find her humanity, her redeeming qualities, or did you set out to just lean in more to her ruthlessness?
No, I really went for her humane side. I think it's really just how I approach things. Even if I were to play the devil or Satan himself, I would still find some kind of empathy within them. We're all motivated by something that we really want in life, and that's, for me, that's grounded by love. I mean, if you think about it, I don't even know why I'm talking about Satan right now, but Satan, he was motivated by love when, when he was an angel before he became Satan, right?
Mhm,
So
mhm.
he just did one bad thing and God made him, in charge of hell or whatever, if you believe in hell. So, no, I believe that every person, every character has some goodness in them, has a certain amount of humanity in them, and they have love inside of them. So, yeah, I went for the love part and the human part for Molly. To me, she's a human being, living, breathing human being who has love in her. She just has a really twisted way of showing it.
And Kathryn, you are one of the most commercially successful actresses in the Philippines. Your character, Philo, is a struggling woman, hell bent on revenge. What was it about her that connected or resonated with you? What was it about her that you latch onto in order to bring her out on the screen?
Um, Actually, just the material itself, I think, because the character went through a lot of stuff, and then she's just seeking for justice for her mother. So I latched onto that. And also, I guess because she fights for what is right. And personally, that is very similar to my personality as Kathryn, that you always fight for what is right and you try to be the voice of the people who cannot speak for themselves. So yeah, that's what I like about it.
This is a revenge drama, but it's also fun because it's so dynamic and rich in colors with lavish clothes and dresses. I think I saw several Gucci handbags in there, if I'm not mistaken. So let me ask you this fun question, ladies. Did you get to take home any of those expensive dresses from the set after the production ended as a souvenir? How many did you guys get to wear? Because it looked like a lot.
Actually, yeah, all the outfits, it's something to watch out for because personally I really love Miss Dolly, all of the outfits, not just for me and Miss Dolly, but for the whole cast. It was very pleasing visually, and it was fun. It was a fun experience wearing these things. But then I think aside from the Gucci and other bags that you saw, it's so nice that you were able to wear some Filipino pieces made by Filipino designers here. So
That's
in
right.
that way, I think it's good to sort of like promote it. If they see the movie, they'll say, "Oh my God, this is a nice gown," and yeah, you'll say, "Oh, it's made by a Filipino designer." Blah blah blah. So yeah, I think more than the branded international stuff, we wanted to focus more on the Filipino made dresses, suits, and all these beautiful things. Because aside from Filipino artists, there are a lot of Filipino designers who are very talented, and I think some are established already established internationally. Like we have Michael Cinco and Mark Baumgartner and all that. So it's good to support these people because they represent us, being Filipino.
Yeah, awesome. And Dolly, what does a very good girl want to convey about capitalism? Is there a larger subtext here, or am I reading too much into it?
Yes, there is a larger subtext to it. I think it's really, the film is very reflective of society, especially here in the Philippines nowadays, how the gap between the rich and the poor is very wide, and that, the rich become richer and the poor become poorer. So it's really more of that. I know that maybe some people will see some kind of political statement in there. They're free to do that if they want to, but that was not the intention. But yeah, I can also see that there can be a reflection of that. But Ram, I also want to talk about the clothes.
Yeah.
I wore 20 different outfits. 20, yes.
Wow.
I wore 20 different outfits for this film. And I did not steal anything on set because I can actually just ask if I really want. I used to steal stuff from set before. I really used to do that. I
No
won't lie.
judgment.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rama. Thank you. But for this one, I asked for a piece. It's the black coat I wore in the scene between Philo and Molly in the office. So I have
Mm.
that coat with me, but I asked for it. I didn't steal it. I always have a piece from every production I've made, only because, as I go through and when I'm in my house, like for example, in my garden, I have a long bench which I asked for from the set of a prior series that I made, that I did, and I go to my garden and I see it and then I remember, and it makes me happy.
Aw. Final
Yeah.
question for you, Dolly. Like I said, I admire your work. You left an impressionable, remarkable impression with Triangle of Sadness, receiving nominations left and right. What I'm getting at is, what is your advice? Because I'm Southeast Asian, I'm Indonesian, we're practically neighbors. What is your advice for Asian, Southeast Asian actors who also want to make that leap into Hollywood? Or is that an uphill battle, which not all of the opportunities are available yet?
If the opportunities aren't available, then all we have to do is to just keep working hard in any project that we do, and making sure that we always deliver the best that we can do.
Hmm.
And the best, and by the best, I mean in our capacity, not necessarily, we don't, personally, Rama, I never asked for this. It was never my ambition to, to achieve any of this. I just wanted to keep working.
Hmm.
And to me, I think that's, I don't know if that's the secret, but I think it worked for me. Just keep working and working and putting the best work that I can put out there, and learning from my co-actors. I learned a lot from Kath. I always learn from my co-actors, and I always bring in what I learn in the work environment that I'm in and try to put that in the work that I do next. And I think that's really it, basically. If we just keep putting our best effort and putting our passion and our love into the work that we do, then who knows, we may some of them may even reach it sooner than I did. I mean, it took me 54 years, so maybe for others it will be faster if they just keep that in mind, putting the best that they can do out there.
Wonderful, perfect answer for my fans at home. Everybody, go check out A Very Good Girl, arriving in theaters October 6th. Kathryn and Dolly, thank you for talking to me, and congratulations.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Rama.
May araw, dali kayo.